Welcome on this press conference. First of all, I did it already, but I have to congratulate the players of Sundowns for the fantastic performance of yesterday. Um, Certainly, when you see in what a program they had the last 6 weeks, it's nearly irresponsible. Playing every 3 days and traveling all over Africa. So I think we South Africa can be very happy with such a performance, and it's a very good thing for African football. But that makes that this camp is an important camp, but also a difficult camp. It's an important camp because as we play for qualifiers World Cup, it's for me 21 years ago. For you South Africans, it's only 12 years ago, but it's 21 years ago that I qualified for World Cup. In 2010, it was a little present you get because you were the country who organized it. But it's time that South Africa can qualify them again for such a big tournament. So therefore, it's um, it's a very important camp, and also the fact that there are 2 games now. We have to be careful that we have a good start, that we don't run behind from the beginning. It will not be easy. It's Benin and Rwanda. Playing outside in Africa is never easy, and certainly not Rwanda. And you have here a game against Benin. Benin, who played draw against Senegal, so they have their qualities too. But at the other side, I think we have to be confident. We have to be confident because of the performances we did even in the last 2 years. Only 3 defeats in 2 years and a half is also a very good performance. But also the performances against Morocco, in Liberia, last month against Ivory Coast must give us confidence, and even the let's tell bad result against Namibia and Eswatini. But I think it was a good thing that it happened then, because now I think the players are knows that every game, even you play against Eswatini or against Ivory Coast, you need the focus, you need the concentration, you need the good mentality, and you can avoid problems when you start the game like we did against Ivory Coast, against Morocco, against Liberia in Liberia, with the good focus, the good mentality, and then you avoid those problems that we had against Eswatini and Namibia. So therefore, again, I'm confident that we can make 2 victories, but it will not come like this. We will have to fight for it. So the other side, it's um, a difficult camp. I told it already. When you see what Sundowns players have done in the last 6 months, 6 weeks, sorry. Also the pilot players, they nearly had 1 day rest. It was always from one game to another. So this will not be a camp like we on the session levels. It will not be the same camp than the others. I think the most important thing for us will be having players next Saturday and next Tuesday, next week Tuesday, to have players who are recuperated, who are fresh on the kickoff, and that's our task. That's the task of the technical staff. That we will see what we will do on training. Okay, we will train, but the intensity of the training will be very low, and again, recuperation will be very important for us. Um, we have still 2 problems, so we are waiting the medical report from Kekana and from Maseko. Um, I'm a little bit anxious. I'm afraid that I will have to replace them. So once we have the medical report and we know exactly what we can expect from those 2 players, we will take a decision, or they stay with us, or we have to look for two other players. Don't ask me who. I didn't think about it till now, but I hope they can stay with us. But I'm a little bit afraid. Thank you.
Taking questions for Coach Hugo. Don't forget to say your name as well as the media house that you represent. Coach, I just have a question. Is that the only change in terms of your personnel that you're worried about in the lineup? It's only those two players?
Yeah.
Are there any other
For the
players
rest,
that you need to mention?
Casey Tole and Mayambela are not there, but they come. They are arriving tomorrow. But there is no problem with injuries or what that information we have already. So it's only Kekana and Maseko.
Taking questions?
Coach Matazana. Coach, I just want to know with regards to the opponents, do you have enough analysis on them? And what do you think are the chances of you winning both games?
You know, when we can achieve again our best level, we will have a big chance to win it two times. We start here against Benin. As I said already, we don't have to underestimate Benin. When you can play a draw against Senegal, we have some qualities. So we saw enough games of them. Also, the game against Senegal. I think with the qualities we have in the team, we can beat them. But again, it will not be easy to beat them. And then for the rest, Rwanda is a little bit the same. Maybe their results are not always positive, but they never lose with 3 or 4-0. It's also 1-0, 2-1. So that means that the opponent is tough, that it's tough to win against them. But again, if we can achieve the level we need and the level we showed already in the last 3 months, then it can be possible to win two times.
Coach, withdrawals are part and parcel of this. But how really disruptive it is that every camp we don't have a key member of this one. Last time was here. Now we know about the Al Costa. But yeah, I'm sure you don't have to have him here because this is important part of preparation for
Yeah,
in general. How
but,
disruptive are
but you know, those things are happening, and it's a little bit. How you can you say that? I'm a little bit unhappy, and even I don't blame anyone, but that happened so much the last 3 months. We had a lot of injuries the last 3 months, and there were a lot of players who were not there. When you see now again, okay, Motiba is not there. I had a telephone chat with his coach. We asked the medical reports, or Motiba is not able to play on Saturday. We have Kekana Moseka also for the moment. So this is a little bit a pity that that happens in the last 3 months, because you were little by little you were working to, yeah, the team you wanted to work with in preparation for those two qualifiers and for AFCON in 2 months. But we didn't really have the opportunity to do it because we had always to change players because of the injury. But again, that can happen. And it's just a pity that it happens now in the last 3 months every time we have a camp. But again, I think the guys we have, and there will certainly be guys who return for AFCON, that we will be strong enough to do a good AFCON and to have good results. And also, I'm uh, I'm not worried about the quality of the group now, even when those players are not there. I think we worked more in the depth the last months to have other players and see how they are or they were in during a camp. So I think there will be not that problem, or I didn't have to say after the game against Benin or Rwanda when the result is not positive, yes, but this one was not there, this was not there. I will not do that. I'm confident in those who are there now, and I know that with those players we can have good results also.
Next question.
Yes, Coach Bill from the CBC here.
Oh, there. It's a light. I didn't see.
Yes, yes. Coach, I know that we've not been a high scoring team. Now, coming to FIFA, it's different from CAF, no head to head, goal difference, and looking at how big this group you are in as
Yeah.
well. It tells you that it becomes important from these first 2 matches.
It's important, goal difference. We know it from last World Cup qualifiers. Yes, but I don't think you can start a game. Certainly not for these 2 games. And thinking, okay, we have to score as much as possible. Okay, we have to score as much as possible. And if we can win with 3-0, it's better than with 2-1. But this can be the main goal of a game. The main goal has to be to win it. So when you can win 2 times, you have 6 points, and then what the others do, that's their problem. But maybe at that moment already, some of your opponents will be behind you. So that means for next games they have to play, and the pressure is on them. But again, we don't have to stop either when it's 1-0 and say, okay, now it's finished, we win the game, and no. This is something we have to keep in mind also, that if the possibility is there, that we have to score 2 and 3 goals if it's possible. But it can be the main goal now, and thinking for next Saturday. Yes, but we need to score. No, no, we need to win. Start with that, and then we will see if it's possible to score more than 1 or 2 or 3 goals.
Last question for the coach, Lorenz.
Coach Lorenzo from this time. The previous games like Eswatini and Namibia were lower ranked teams. You struggled to break them down. And now you said those was as preparation for one day,
Yeah.
for example. So on the inclusions of younger players like Jaden Adams and Oscar Fons to do something different if you starting to break down.
What? Two?
Jaden Adams and Apollos,
Yeah.
were they called up to produce something different in the attacking sense?
I think I think it's not really the same, but you know that we are looking for something when there is happening something with Temba. So it's not the same type, but Jaden is also a more offensive midfielder. And in the past we did it sometimes with Tebogo, but I need Tebogo in front of my defense because he's the guy, the link, and he does it also with Sundowns. So we needed someone there, and maybe Jaden can solve this problem. And for the other side, okay, we have a Polish and we have Bradley also on the left side. We have only Modiba. So except that, Maela is still injured. I don't think. I'm afraid he will not be there for AFCON. So we need someone there. So okay, in that. Therefore, we have Bradley now, and let's hope that he can satisfy us. Polish, yeah, he's quick. He can eliminate a player. He's someone who can make an action. Again, also there, we need someone there or someone like him. That's a kind of player, if we play against teams like Benin, who will play very low. So you can't always, by passing, looking for the space. Sometimes you need also the guy who can eliminate. And in that perspective, in that picture, I think Apollos is a player who can do that. But again, he will have the opportunity now, and we will look at him on the training sessions, and maybe he has the opportunity to come in Saturday or Rwanda, and then we know and we hope that what we see in him, that he can show that also with us.